昔ようこありけその狐9つの尾あり
Hello guys, in this video I'm gonna be talking about Naruto, the first anime I watched and I still liked a lot. This video may contain some spoilers, just to let you know. Nine-tailed demon fox, also known as Kyuubi, attacks the Konoha village right after Naruto's birth. The leader and the most powerful ninja of the village, 4th Hokage, is unable to kill Kyuubi, but at the cost of sacrificing his life, he manages to seal him inside the newborn Naruto. The years go by, and Naruto becomes a hyperactive, naughty boy. However, most of the village has still not forgotten about Kyuubi and the disaster he caused. They don't let their children play with him, and they neglect him. Yet, Naruto doesn't want to accept this, and although he is an unsuccessful student, he sets out on his ninja path with the dream of one day becoming a Hokage and getting acknowledged by the whole village. I think it will be more accurate to consider Naruto separately as the first and second season, because there are huge differences between Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. Since the first one is about Naruto's childhood and the other is about his youth, it will be impossible for there to be no change anyway. I really like the Naruto character, especially in the first season, because he is actually a child who does not resent the village despite the fact that he has been subjected to an exclusion that he never deserved, and is always positive and tries to look at the bright side. Even though he paints the statues of Hokages, he turns into a naked woman in the transformation exam, where everyone turns into Iruka as they are told, and he does a lot of mischief. In the end, he's an innocent child whose goal is only to be loved and to get some attention. And to make him happy, a cup of ramen is enough. Naruto's positivity, maybe with a little silliness, makes him a sweeter character. The biggest of these changes that I just mentioned are the enemies in the story, that is, the villains. The villains in the first season are also very high quality, especially a character appears in the first season who is probably in the top 3 in my list of the best villains in all animes, but in the second season we will start looking at the world from the point of view of villains. We see more of their goals, their abilities, who they actually are. It becomes really obvious that they do not exist just to be hostile to the main character, just to be a villain in the series, but they are also real people and exist independently of Naruto. I also want to make a video about the villains that I like most in the future, but that's not the point for now. The best and perhaps unique thing about Naruto is the ninja team. There is probably no anime that gives the ninja team to you by truly incorporating it with Japanese culture and doing it really good other than Naruto. Even only the music blends Japanese culture with anime culture, giving you a lot of pleasant moments to watch during a fight. For example, don't you also think Anbu masks resemble traditional samurai masks? Speaking of fights, this is usually done through jutsus. Jutsus are special techniques that ordinary people cannot do, and only ninjas can use them. We can divide these jutsus into 3 main categories: ninjutsu, genjutsu, and taijutsu. Ninjutsu is the techniques that ninjas perform using various elements. Genjutsu, which means reality in Japanese, changes the reality of the enemy in a way that coincides with its meaning. It is used to put the enemy into a delusive world, sometimes to torture, sometimes just to mislead, sometimes to fight a psychological fight. Finally, taijutsu is the name of the techniques used by ninjas in physical battles. I will talk about these taijutsu battles soon. They are one of Naruto's greatest parts. Ninjas often use the chakra inside them with their hand seals and attack, defend, or give themselves an advantage in various ways. The chakra is divided into 5 basic elements: and these are air, water, earth, fire, and lightning. Almost every ninja is born with an affinity for one or more, which determines what kinds of jutsu will be easiest for them to master. Each element is weaker than and stronger than another. Since Masashi Kishimoto, the creator of Naruto, is quite creative about it, you will be excited to see new jutsus throughout the anime. Just as there are common techniques that almost every ninja can do, many powerful ninjas also have their own special techniques. And these are not limited to only the basic elements. Some use shadows, some use insects. Above all, some of these are the eye techniques, and they are so good that they take Naruto to a completely different level. Both eye techniques and techniques unique to other families are passed from parents to children as family heirlooms in some families. In any case, we also see these techniques a lot in the side characters. Naruto is perhaps the best anime when it comes to the side characters. I've watched a lot of anime, but in many of them, side characters are not given such attention. In some arcs, Naruto completely goes out of the anime and a side character becomes the main character of this arc. We thoroughly learn about these characters, their techniques, boundaries, often see their childhood or past through flashbacks and connect to them. I mentioned the team of ninjas, but one thing I didn't mention is that Naruto is also unique in that choreography. The fight choreography is better at Naruto than in any other anime. The characters attack each other and defend themselves with great harmony, and you will be intoxicated while watching. The characters are real ninjas, and there's no turn-based combat system like most shonens. No one will say that I attacked and now it's your turn. Fight always goes on. Especially in some scenes, you'll feel like you are watching Ip Man. Another thing that is very good at Naruto is the music. For me, the most complementary element of a good game, movie or anime is music. Naruto's music is great. It makes you very happy, excited, and sometimes sad. There are such villain themes that you get to goosebumps when you listen to. I have to give Pain an example about it. And also Orochimaru. People may die on Naruto. It's something that directly increases the value of an anime in my eyes. Of course, Naruto cannot go too far in this regard, as in many shonens, but even the presence of it is enough to keep you on your toes in the battles. When you see that even important characters in the anime may die, you start watching the battles carefully and hold your breath in the war-ending attacks. I also need to give Naruto a plus in this regard. In Naruto, filler episodes are usually enjoyable, but when getting close to the final of first season, they can get quite boring. Especially after the 140s, all chapters are fillers. I was bored and skipped them after a while, but there are also those who like it. I will make a more detailed video on the cons. There are already a lot of other things to talk about at Naruto. But since I want this video to be an introduction video, I won't extend it any further. If you're thinking of starting or continuing Naruto, I would say don't waste any time, because you won't regret it. Thanks for watching, see you in the next videos.